Hi, Pastor Mark here. Another Wednesday quick Bible study for you. Today we're going to dive into chapter 34 of the book of Psalms. In chapter 34, the question is asked, who wants to live a life in which much of it is good? That's verse 12 of chapter 34 in the book of Psalms. The question is then answered in the following verses. And today I'm just going to read a little bit of that right now. Starting with the 12th verse, I'm reading today from the New King James translation. Let's see here. Psalm 34. I had it on. There it is. Who is the man who desires life? Nothing like being prepared. Who is the man who desires life and loves many days that he may see good? Here's the answer. Keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. Wow. And pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. Wow. The Lord is looking out for his people. Verse 17, the righteous cry out, and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. Now that is something to ponder. I'm going to read that verse again, verse 17, Psalm chapter 34. The righteous cry out, and the Lord hears and delivers them out of all their troubles. If you're going through anything troubling, call out on the Lord. He does hear, and he will deliver. The Lord is near to those who have a broken heart and saves such as have a contrite spirit. Wow. You ever had a broken heart? You ever felt like you were just crushed, regardless of the reason? There are many reasons one may feel that way, but if it's something that I did and I'm filled with regret and remorse and I have a broken heart, so to speak, having a contrite spirit, meaning repentant, contrition, an actual contrite spirit, being sorry for my sin, being sorry for what I did, being so forth. The Lord saves such as have a contrite spirit. That's verse 18. Verse 19. Wow. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. Wow. I'll stop reading right there. Wow. There's a lot here. There really is a lot here. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. So back to that question in verse 12. Who wants to live, I'll say it this way, a good long life in which there's a lot of good? Hey, we all want to have good in our lives, right? Well, the life, I can tell you, Job said it like this: a man's life, in so many words, is short, and his days are full of trouble. There are a lot of things in life that test our patience, test our attitude, test your resolve. Sometimes things just don't seem to be going right for days, sometimes weeks, or a whole season. So the question being asked, who wants to live a life in which much of it is good? Me, right? If you're honest with yourself, you want to have good in your life. The question being answered in the following verses is telling. But in verse 19, many are the afflictions of the righteous. So life does have a lot of stuff that just tests you. Test your patience, test your resolve, test your attitude, test your relationships. But the Lord delivers them out of them all. I want to live my life in a way that's pleasing to the Lord. You've heard me say that many times. Here I see in verse 13, keep your tongue from evil and your lips from speaking deceit. Tell the truth, be honest. Depart from evil and do good. That's verse 14. Stop doing evil things. Stop living the wrong way. Seek peace and pursue it. The eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their cry. Life is filled with all kinds of troubles, whether it's on the job, with your neighbors, with your spouse, with your friends, not having friends, not feeling like you have any friends. A couple of weeks ago, someone mentioned to me that someone that I know very well, they mentioned to me that they just felt like they didn't have any friends. So me being concerned and knowing some of their friends, I thought maybe some of their friends had passed away. So their friends, many of their friends are older than me. So I asked, and their response was like, "Oh yeah." It's like give them a call, touch base. Every now and then I need to reach out to some of my friends. I have some friends, my dearest friends, I truly haven't seen in decades. How can they be your truest friends there, Pastor Mark, if you haven't seen them in decades? Because of the impact they had in my life for the many years that they were in my company, daily, weekly, monthly. Lifelong friends. Sometimes it's good to reach out and reconnect with someone that you hold dear in your heart that you haven't maybe seen in a while. So we have some advantages with the modern technology. We can reach out, send a message, we can make a phone call, we can send an email, we can send a text, you can send a social media post. There's a lot of different ways in today's world to reach someone that may in fact be on the opposite side of the planet or just down the street. Well, I hope this is a blessing to you today. I want to reiterate that 19th verse. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. Life is filled with troubling things, and we all want to have more good days than bad days. How's that going to happen? Well, for me, it's going to happen when I live my life for the Lord. I stop doing evil. I stop doing those things. I pursue peace. And I stop saying things I shouldn't say. I try and live my life to the best that I can. I don't do that in order to obtain salvation. I do it because I am saved and I do belong to the Lord. And I want him to be pleased with me. That's the reason I do it. I don't do it to gain favor. His grace is unearned favor. But those afflictions that come, and they will, and they do, he's going to deliver you out of them all if you keep him first especially. Well, I hope this is a blessing to you today. I hope to see you this Sunday, 10:30 at the True by Hilton, 72nd and Haskell. We're in the main floor conference room, 10:30 Sunday morning. Hope to see you there. God bless you. Have a great rest of your day.